So I am outside. There's a chance I could get interrupted at any moment. It is the new year, the Jewish year 5785. And today is Monday, October 7th. It's a rough day, I think, really for the whole world, even people who think they're on a side. I mean, Israel was kind, Israel was good. Israel took in the people no one wanted. They didn't pay taxes. They displaced people who already lived there. They didn't learn Hebrew. They caused a lot of problems in a lot of other countries. The Arab people didn't want them. All the other countries closed up their borders, and they chose the terrorist government to try to take over more and more and more. They weren't thankful to their hosts, and they weren't building gorgeous properties, resorts, paradise orchards, and gardens. Anyway, I want to talk about measurements. It's going to be a little technical, but sometimes that's where we could find the space. So the measurements, according to the kitzur shulChan, according to Rabbi Moshe Feinstein, it is, so there's a lenient view and a stringent view, and there are rabbinic laws. So an agudai, according to the, I'm going to call it LV for lenient view, SV for stringent view, and RL for rabbinic law. What's in a good, these are measurements. A agudai is 0.89 inch or 2.26 centimeters. SV is 0.91 or 2.31 centimeters. The Amma is LV 21.25 inches, which is 53.975 centimeters. The SV is 21.7, and that so that's going to be inches, and 55.11 centimeters. A kibetza is hold on, what's going on over here? I think okay, the kibetza 86.23 milliliter, SV 2.92 fluid ounces, RL it's the first time we're seeing RL is 1.9 fluid ounces for rabbinic law. Kazayas. Kibetza actually means, like, you know, the size of an egg, kazayas, the size of an olive, but it's saying what kind of olive, what kind of egg. And amma is like supposed to be from your tip of your middle finger to the tip of your elbow. So you would say, but how big on someone's arm would it be? So we have kazayas. SV 1.5 fluid ounces, which is 44.29 milliliter. RL is 0.97 fluid ounces. That's 28.64 milliliter. Mil, what's a mil? For LV, it's 0.7 miles, which is 3,542 feet, or 1.079 kilometers. A parsa, which LV is 2.7 miles, which is 14,167 feet, or 4.31 kilometer. Then we have tefach, which is, you would say it's kind of like a fist, right? But its LV is 3.6 inches, 9.14 centimeter. SV is 3.7 inches, 9.39 centimeter. A revius is kind of like a quarter. So you'd say or like a number. It's related to four. A forly, a forder. Instead of a quarter, you would say like a four one. SV, we have 4.42. That's fluid ounces, which is 130.52 milliliter. RL, we have 2.9 fluid ounces, which is 85.64 milliliter. The Chazon Ish says LV, lenient view, stringent view, and then AP, which is accepted practice. So previously was Moshe Feinstein, everything until now, and now for the Chazon Ish. Agudai LV is 0.95 inches or 2.4 centimeter. The SV is 0.98 inches which is 2.48 centimeter. Here we've replaced AP, which is here we've replaced our L, which is rabbinic law, with AP, which is accepted practice. The Amma, LV 22.7 inches, 57.66 centimeter. SV is 23.5 inches, 59.7 centimeter. Kvetza, LV is 3.4 fluid ounces, 100 milliliter. Kazayas, LV 1.7 fluid ounces, 50 milliliter. The mill is LV is 0.75 miles, or 3,784 feet, which is 1.16 kilometers. However, the accepted practice is 18 minutes, however long it takes. The average, I guess. We call it 18 minutes. Parsa, LV 2.8 miles, 15,134 feet, or that's in miles, that's a feet, and then 4.62 kilometer. AP accepted practice is 72 minutes. Pras, LV 4 minutes, SV 2 minutes. Revius 5.1 fluid ounces, 150 milliliter. Ounces a milliliter. And then we have Tefach, which is LV 3.79 inches, which is 9.61 centimeter, and then SV, which is 3.92 inches, which is 9.95 centimeters. And now I'm going to be reading. We're staying in the technical stuff today. I'm going to be reading the nations. This is from the Stone Edition, Chumash, bereishis chapter 10. So we have Shem, Cham, and Yafes. This is the children of Noah. Now there's a short introduction, not so short, but Rambam, Hilchos Beis Habecheira 2:2 says the altars of David, Shlomo, where he bound his son Isaac. You know, we're talking about King David, King Solomon, and Abraham, the forefather, Cain and Abel, and Adam were all at Mount Moriah. It's Jerusalem temple site. And after the flood, Hashem said in his heart, I will. This is 8:21 and 22 in Genesis. In noach, Parshas noach, Parshas Noach, I will not continue to curse again the ground of man, since the imagery of man's heart is evil from his youth. Nor will I again continue to smite every living being as I've done continuously all the days of the earth, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night, shall not cease. 9:1 through 7, it says, God blessed Noach and his sons, and he said to them, be fruitful and multiply and fill the land. The fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth and upon every bird of the heavens and in everything that moves on earth, and in all fish of the sea. In your hand they are given. Every moving thing that lives shall be food for you. Like the green herbage I have given you everything. I'm pausing here to say, until then, it appears from the Bible that the food was everything that was the green herbage, fruits, nuts, seeds, apparently, vegetables, and after this point, it looks like they started eating animals, things that move, fish, cattle, and so on. It says, the green herbage that I have given you, I have given you everything. The flesh with its soul, its blood you shall not eat. However, your blood which belongs to your souls I will demand of every beast will I demand it, but of man of every man. For that of his brother I'll demand the soul of man. Whoever sheds the blood of man, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God he made man. And you, be fruitful and multiply, teem on the earth and multiply on it. So the sages say that the tower builders believed the divine intervention upheaval occurs every 1,656 years, so they thought that they were safe for 1,316 more years, and believing they'd have waged war on God and won by then. Basically, from their calculations, how long that God had until God was allowed to punish the people again. But anyway, so here we learn that some people define this, that people were allowed to eat meat after this time, and before this they were not. They were only able to be vegetarians. And now I'm going to list all the people. So Noach had three kids. So I'm going to do Noach to. We'll see here. So Noach had three kids, Shem, Ham, and Yafes. And Yafes had Gomer, Magog, and Madaj. and Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras. Then we know that Gomer had Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarma. Javan had Elisha and Tarshish, Kitim, Dodanim. Okay, then we go to Cham. Cham had Cush, Mitzrayim, Put, and Canaan. So Cush had Seba, Havila, Sabta, Rama, Sabteka, and Nimrod. It's possible it wasn't Nimrod, it was the Philistines. Then we have Mitzrayim had Ludim, Ahamim or Anamim, something like that. Lehabim, Naftuhim, Pathrusim, Kasluhim, and Keftorim. Now it says it wasn't Kasluhim, it was the Philistines. But if we go back, Cush's child Rama actually had Sheba and Dedan. Then we have Canaan. Canaan had Zidon, Heth, Ches, the Yebusite, the Jebusite, the Amorite, Girgasite, Hivite, Arkite, Sinite, Arvadite, Zemarite, and Hamathite. And what's interesting here is that it's noting here that the Canaanites were driven out of the land from the son of Cham. Now Cham is the slave of his brothers. Noam cursed him. Noach cursed him that Cham's son Canaan, is going to be the slave of his brother. Whether it was Cham or his child, but either way, wouldn't have the land. Then we have Shem, third son. The third son he had Elam, Ashur, Arpachshad, Lud, and Aram. Aram had Uz, Hul, Gether, and Mash. Arpachshad had Shelah, who had Aver, who had Peleg and Yoktan, who had Almahad, Shelah, Hazarmovus, Jerah, Hadaram, Uzal, Dikla, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havila, and Jobab. And that's 70, okay? And last, we're going to do Noach to Jacob. Noach was 950 years. He lived 1056 to 2006. Shem was 600 years. He lived 1558 to 2158. His son was Arpachshad. We spoke about that. And that was 438 to 1658. Sorry, Shelah, Arpachshad lived 438 years, from 1658 to 2096. Shelah lived 433 years, 1693 to 2126. We spoke about that. His son Eber, who lived 464 years, 1723 till the year 2187. Then we have Peleg, his son. We spoke about that. 239 years he lived, from 1757 to 1996. Then we have Reu, also lived 239 years, from 1787 to 2026. Serug lived 230 years, from 1819 till 2049. Nahor lived 148 years, 1849 to 1997. Terach, 205 years, from 1878 to 2083. Avram lived 175 years. He was born 1948. What's interesting is that 1948, we're talking here about all the Jewish calendar. And what's interesting is that he was promised the land of the Canaanites. And that in 1948, Israel got its official land. 1948, according to the secular calendar, officially got recognized that, okay, it's called Israel because the children of Israel. And who? Why? Let's continue. Abraham's child was Yitzchak. Yitzchak was 180 years he lived, from 2048 to 2228. And his son Jacob, also known as Israel. All the children of Israel inherited the land, and that's what's called the land of Israel. He lived 147 years, from 2108 to 2255. That's all for today. Good night. Bye.